Hi there, it's Tracy from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to make this little gift box. I thought this would be quite cute during lockdown to maybe put a couple of chocolates in and leave on someone's doorstep, because we can go out and do a little bit of driving now. So I thought, yeah, a couple in there, miss you. Equally, if you don't want to add this, you could just leave that off and just use the little flowers on here. So these papers, sadly discontinued now, but they were called flowering foils. But any of our papers that are slightly thicker, or you could make it with cardstock and put some designer series paper, you could decorate it with that. So but we're just going to use this for now. And if you've ordered my May by Post Class, you'll have this kit inside it, okay? So they're just projects that I do monthly, 2 cards and a box or a bag, 3D item. Everything you need will be sent to you in kit form, apart from any stamped images, because I'm not allowed to include those, but you can use stamps that you have at home or buy the stamps that we use here from my online shop. So I'm going to bring in the trimmer. This piece of designer series paper, I just love it. So this is rose gold and silver on here. So this measures 6 inches by 7.5 inches. So on the, sorry, I'm just thinking I'm actually going to use my Simply Scored. This is what I prefer to use when I'm scoring cardstock and paper. So let's just move that one out of the way. So with the shorter side at the top, you're going to score at 1.5 inches and at 4.5 inches, and then went off slightly there at the bottom. You're going to rotate it, and with the long side along the top, you're going to score at 1.5 inches, 3, 4.5 and 6. Okay, that's all the scoring we need to get rid of this scoreboard. Probably easier to see on that side. So we're going to go ahead and fold along these score lines. So I've got the pattern facing towards me and just folding away. If you've got this in a kit from me, you'll already have a little semicircle punched at one end, okay? And that's going to be to help you open it. So that little notch, let's see if you can see it there, yeah, that's already done for you in case you don't have a punch. So, and I've tried to choose where you would get to see a bit more of the design on the top, on either one that you have. So hopefully you like the design you've got. So I'm taking our 1 inch circle punch. Some of the smaller or 1/2 inch sort of punches in between the whole numbers are discontinuing. They may have already gone, but if there are any that you would like, then please do either get in touch to place an order or place it via my online shop. Details up here. Okay, so I'm just going to, at one end, roughly in the middle, take out a little semicircle there. But like I say, that's just for the opening. So what you want to do is work, when you've got your kit here, just bear in mind where this notch is, because I'm going to be referring to that as to where you cut. Okay, so I'm going to come in and we're going to start cutting up each of these score lines here up to the next one. Okay, so you may see it better on the back, just cutting up to this score line on each of these scores here. And we're going to turn it round and do exactly the same on this side. So just cutting up to that next score line. Okay. So I'm going to bring mine back with a notch on this side. So bear in mind where this is, the notch, whichever side you're working on. Okay. So we're going to concentrate on these 2 panels here. These 2 tabs that are at the end that don't have the notch on. Okay, so ignore the rest of it for now. And we're just going to take, I'll show you one at a time, just going to take a slight slither. We're going to notch from slightly, let's see, tiny bit that's come out of there. So in class I call this making flower pots, but you come in slightly towards one end of the DSP at the bottom, and then you cut up into that corner. So you can see that really small piece you're cutting out. So you're going to do that on that one and its friend next door. So again, just a little notch in on each of those. So you can see that's why I call it a flower pot. And then you're going to rotate it and do exactly the same on the two opposite, okay? So you can tuck them out the way if you just, you know, if they're bothering you a bit. And these don't have to be exactly the same amount that, so I'm just going to take a little bit more so I get to the corner. They don't have to be exactly the same amount either side, but it helps the fold when we put this together. So again, notch into those two. And then we're going to, so I'm just bringing it back round to my original position with this at this side. So we're then going to skip this one, the middle one, not doing anything to that. We're going to leave the other end one next to the notch. So we've got notch, notch, leave, notch, leave. So this fourth one along, we're also going to notch out. At any point, you know, press pause on here because I know it can be a bit confusing. Turn it over. So we've got notch, notch, leave one, and then this one we're going to notch as well. There we go. Okay, so that's all the cutting done for now. So let me pop it down here. This is what you're left with. So with the little semicircle at this end, you've got a whole piece here, notched, whole piece, notch, notch, and the same on the opposite side. Okay, so now we're going to start to put it together. We're going to work from the back first, and what we want to do is bring these pieces round. So we want this square piece to go on the outside. So we're going to work on this second square in that we've notched. Let's put it back round this way. And I'm going to, just for speed, use some Snell. You'd want to use something a bit stronger, either Tombow glue or tear and tape, but just for the video I'm going to use this. So some adhesive on here. I'm just going to put it on the next one as well, but we're not actually going to fold that one up first, okay? So I've put adhesive on these four on the end. So this second one in is coming around this straight edge, is going to meet that straight edge, round like that. Okay, and the same with this one. We want to bring that round so that this fold here meets this straight edge, round like that. Pretty much. And then the same on this side. So the second one in first meets the one that we didn't notch at all. So we're going to bring that round so that those edges meet there, and this one's going to tuck on the inside to do the same. I've got a little bit of an overhang at the top there, but I might just trim that away. Okay, so that's the start of your box. You can see it starts to stand up there. Okay, so on the back of the other two pieces, or on the pattern side of the ones that we also notched, we're going to put some more adhesive, like I say, something a bit stronger than Snell. And this time you're just going to fold it over onto this piece and kind of close your box up here. Okay, so fold that one down, the notched piece, and then fold that one round. Oops. As if the box is closing. Okay, that one didn't go quite so well on that side. But this is how the box is then going to open and close. And then to make these ones a bit neater, so this is the lid with the little notch there. You're going to cut diagonally across from one corner to the other side to make that little angled cut, and the same on this side. And you'll find one of the sides is much easier to do than the other, but you know, you can just take your time finding it. It doesn't have to be spot on. Okay, so there we go. So that's how you get that nice little closure here. This was originally, this kind of box was designed by there's a lady that used to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Her name's Caroline, and I can't remember her surname, but that's where I got the design for this box from. Okay, if you find you've got you know, you haven't quite stuck it all down there, you can just pop a bit of glue under, just to make that corner a bit neater. And then I took this petal pink metallic ribbon, which I love. It's discontinuing at the end of sorry, on the 2nd of June, so which is a real shame, but always new ribbons coming in. So you're looking to cut about 4.5 inches here, and like I say, if you have your kit, you'll already have it. So make sure you find the top. So this is the front, this is the top piece we're going to work on, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a glue dot in the middle here inside, so that that just keeps it in that kind of position there. So where are my glue dots? Literally here a second ago, here they are. So just going to pop one there where I want it to fold, and then offset the ribbon. Oops, it's stuck to my nail. It's not playing ball. Offset the ribbon like that. Okay, so the ends are finishing in different, you can spread it out a bit more if you want, but and then you're going to pop another glue dot on the back, and then stick it to the top edge of your box. Like I say, you might want to spread your ribbon out a little bit more. I'm just going to open that up and just going to fold it over again because it wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. That's better. Okay, so like that. And then I've cut Miss You and these two little flowers from, let me show you the set. It's called Well Written here, and it's also going into the new catalogue as well. It's a great set of dies, really versatile. You can add to cards or 3D projects. And I thought Miss You, like I say, is quite valid at the moment. I appreciate not everyone might like black flowers, so I've popped in, if you have the kit, a Costa Cabana one, which goes quite nicely with that. Like I say, you don't have to add the Miss You, but I'll just show you how I popped those on. So little dots of glue on the back. Just have a little look what it's going to stick to first, just to make sure you don't put glue kind of outside of that, and you really don't get a lot of space to pop these dots. So if you're not confident, put some dots of glue in the corner of some paper or something, or on some scrap paper, and then so that's going to stick on there. You would hold it down for longer to make sure it's stuck. And then here we go, pop some glue on the back of you. And that's going to go onto here. I just really like the black against the petal pink. And then this little flower here, I'm going to put in the corner just to kind of cover that fold up a bit. So some glue on the petals. I'm going to pick this one up with his because it's not going to, I'm not going to find a way to do that without getting glue all over me. And then, oops, stick that one down. And then I finished it off with with a champagne rhinestone. Again, these are going into the new catalogue, which is amazing. So because these are just so lovely. So that's going to go in the middle of the flower there. And there you go. It's your little gift box to put some treats in for somebody that you're missing. See you soon. Bye.